Right, the 77 Camaro, however you pronounce it. Strip the back out, strip the rear screen surrounds out. Rear screen isn't actually bonded in anymore. Obviously got some rust issues there. Can be repaired, but it's a lot easier if you can buy a little repair panel for it.
Yeah.
We have to see what's in the Americas. Again, boot trim surround. Absolutely shot where it's had some strange accident, I'm not quite sure what. And that rear wing has had it completely. One, it's very, very dented all the way along, and two, there's a big hole in the bottom of it because it's rusted through. So one of the customer's main issues was the fact that the rear was leaking so badly. If you shut the boot, see that's moving that rear panel there?
Yeah.
See it rocking it?
Yeah.
That side not so much. So that's either the panel work is completely bent or the hinges are bent, probably both. Right, so that one's still high, but it's a lot better than that side. That's a lot higher, you see?
Yeah.
So until you address the area where the hinges are, but when you come around here, look, that aperture there is where the rubber goes.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't matter what rubber you put in that, it's never ever going to seal.
Yeah.
So that's the surround area.
It's a trip hazard, this whole place.
It is. This is key. So, obviously all this has been damaged. But these, can't remember whether they're actually bolted on or welded. Right, they're welded on. But, so that's probably too high. Maybe shunted forwards. It's all repairable. And then you just bend, you get the oxygen settling on your hinges, you can straighten them out. It's all doable, not a major issue. You just, because if this wing's coming off wherever it's joined to, you're just left with a panel here. So you can repair all of that, even if you cut that section out, make a new bit, whatever you want to do. Obviously that's got to come up so you can see your daylight through. So yeah, that sounds a lot worse than what it is, if that makes sense. It's all hard work, but you just got to take it for what it is, you know. If you bend that clip back, those spring bars will come out, and that releases the hinge pressure. You can just offer everything up and down then properly. Put your rubber in, pour some water over it, leak check it.
Yeah.
All your usual crap. But that screen, before you do anything, the screen's got to come out because you will break it. And this corner here, looking on the bumper line, which you can't really go by, this is about probably 10 mil that way, which is enough to warp the wing there, as we know, but it's not the end of the world in car bodywork terms.
Yeah.
But you can't, because what you see this ripple here, see that slight kink there, it's really hard to see because it's matte black.
Yeah.
That means that corner there is pushed back in that way.
Yeah.
But when the screen's out, you put hydraulics in it and push it back out again.
Okay.
It'll bend easily.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it will probably pop the screen if you don't
Oh, yeah,
take
definitely.
the screen out. But there isn't actually an awful lot holding the screen in. All the laminations are gone, or the glue has gone. And when they put it in, you can see a big gap there, a narrow gap there. What you're supposed to do is put packers in there,
Yeah.
to stop the weight of the glass sliding down
Right.
as it sets,
Yeah.
which they haven't done. Same on the front screen. So it's all been apart before. It's all been apart. Yeah.
When you look at some other people's work, do you sometimes put your head in your hands and think, what the hell have you done?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, very much so. But obviously this winglet, there's nothing left there, so it's an absolute waste of time. Like I say, you can get a repair section that will come in here, but when you look at it here, it's full of filler there, big dent there, big ripple there, all full of filler. So you'd spend more time faffing about with that than you will cutting the wing off and putting a new wing on it.
Obviously, to my untrained eye, the roof and the wing all looks like one solid piece.
Nah, there'll be. If you look, basically that's an outer rear panel. That's all repairable. You can see it's got 1/2 inch of filler in it, but that's all repairable. So that you cut it off down there. So your back wing then comes round to there. It tucks underneath the rear panel there. Look, which isn't even connected anymore.
Yeah.
So till you get the new wing, then you know exactly where it goes.
So, but from factory, that would be separate pieces.
Yes. Yeah. It's I've got a book over there. I'll show you. So that's your join line there. Somewhere under this lot, whether the wing return just goes to there, or maybe it comes into here somewhere. Probably goes into that. So join line there. Obviously you've got a ridge around there where your glass is bonded to. That'll be spot welded around there.
Yeah.
So that pops that bit off. Spot welds around there to your inner wheel arch. There'll be a join line somewhere here. If you started grinding all that out, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Probably where that rust bubble is there. Yeah. So a join line across there. Down here. So you can see there, I can actually see the spot welds there, yeah? Look out the spot welds. One there, and that is your rear wing there, look. There,
Yeah.
to there, to there, and then another join line along the bottom. So you just chop it out roughly,
Yeah.
get rid of all the bulk, find all your spot welds, oxyacetylene a wire brush,
Yeah.
oxyacetylene a wire brush, across there. Again, this is why you have to have the screens out. And you drill out all your spot welds, chisel the wing off, ready to put the new one in. So say your join is there, the original factory join, yeah?
Yeah.
You cut this panel here, and when you lay your new panel on, you want to join it underneath the factory join line,
Yeah.
but far enough down so you're getting a nice flow to the roof, and you literally push it over that panel, flare the ends out, and cut through the two panels.
Okay.
When all of this is held in shape where you want it.
Yeah.
Once all that's held in shape, you settle your gaps here. That's the last bit you join up there, or the last bit you cut before you start welding back in. So that's the back end, which again, if you've got a new wing, it's a lot easier than faffing around, you know. So the next thing, taking the front off to check some dimensions on it. Basically, we know the bottom end was within, I think we said 1/16 of an inch or something.
Okay.
Doesn't mean the front end is square, because all of this is, that's your front panel that holds the front wings. That's only bolted to here. Yeah. So if your horns, your frame horns and chassis horns look all right, there's nothing major, you know, creases, dents, kinks in it. I'm sure it is slightly bent, but nothing major. So then what you do is you measure from front to rear, each side, and then cross measure it side to side.
Yeah.
And that will tell you how the front end alignment is, because you know there's a big difference if you measure that and then you measure that, and this is longer, you go like that, this is moving a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So you can tweak it all, it's not the end of the world. But you get all the inner wheel arches out, everything out of the way, nothing rubbing anywhere, because you can shim the wings up and down on here. You can shim the wings in and out on there. See, that's possibly had a bump that side, so that bracket's bowed out a little bit. But in the realms of body stroke chassis work, that's not bent by any way or form.
Yeah.
You know, you can get away with quite a bit by shunting gaps and doing things, but there's no point in lining the front end up until you've lined your doors up, because your doors, you want to meet your swage lines here. So you've got a swage line there, look, so you hold a straight edge along that. So you've got a straight edge on your door and a straight edge on your rear wing. See, your cut's very hard to see, that's about 1/4 of an inch low.
Yeah.
Quite a big gap there, not so big there. You can get away with an awful lot, but first thing to do is get the doors to fit there. You take your door catch off, because you see this door's dropping, look. See that?
Yeah.
Drop?
Yeah.
So that's even lower. So you've got to take that door catch off,
Yeah.
and you undo all your hinge bolts, so it's actually hanging in the right place.
Yeah.
And you want to do that with all of your door furniture in, as Robin would say.
Yeah.
So the whole weight of the door on it, all the glass and everything, yeah?
Yeah.
So then you line that up with the catch off. You check your bottom gap here to be parallel. See, that could just be filler. The original swage line might be up there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So take that bit out so you can find the original swage line, hammer the door back straight. And again, same thing on the front. See, we've got a big gap there. This does have a chrome mould, or should have a chrome moulding on it. Okay, so you've got a big gap there, but on the other side, yeah, and that door has got to come out because it's inside the line of the pillar there and nearly touching the screen, yeah? So you can't have that. And again, you need to hammer out all the back edge of the door. Make sure, take all the filler out of that, take the filler out of that, make sure your swage lines are correct, yeah?
Yeah.
So that door, so when you get into that door, there's probably a fucking great dent in that, or rust hole or something. You just don't know. Then you set all your back gaps.
Yeah.
So you're happy with the back gaps. And parallel across the bottom, and the same distance there and there on both sides. Then, probably take that door off, hammer all that skin back over properly. So this has had a second-hand front wing this side, so it's probably been punched there, looking at the dent in there. It's had a wallop there probably. It's just shunted that door back. But you've got 4-bolt adjustment on here, 3-bolt on there, 3-bolt on there. So that can come up, down, back, forwards, tilt it that way, tilt it that way.
Yeah.
You're just trying to maintain parallel gaps. You'll never get it perfect because of the state of the car.
Yeah.
But you can get somewhere near, you know. So once you've done that, lined all those gaps through, then you can start thinking about the front end, which again, you can shim them up, down, backwards, forwards, left, right. You can move that front cross member there, loosen that off, and you can move that left and right. So just check everything's parallel and square. You've got nice door gaps all the way around. It sounds easy talking about it, sometimes it can be an absolute pig.
Yeah.
But other times they just fall into place, you know.
Yeah,
Panel being a strange thing, panel fitting, you can get so frustrated with it and you'll be there one day and you'll just bang your head on a brick wall.
Yeah.
You go home, come back the next morning, go bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
It fits. It's one of those sort of jobs, you know. Like when I used to do jig work, heavy smashes, you sit there and you're heating up chassis members, you're pulling it and you're trying to get it all to line up on the jig. You do this or do that, and you have to walk away sometimes. You literally have to walk away, and then you come back in the morning.
It clicks straight in place.
Why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
And you're there. You know, what rust we find under here when it comes out, who knows? Common fault when I'm rusting in the corners here. All of that sounds complicated, but you could do that door in 10 minutes, or it might take you a day. They're quirky things, but again, you can't. You have to have all the weight on the door. And you have to take these door catches off,
Yeah.
so it just shuts to where you want it to shut without lifting or raising it or anything.
What's the danger or the problem with buying like a new wing and it fitting? Is it because if the actual body's not quite right?
No, because you can make it fit.
Okay.
Yeah, everything will move to where you want it to move to once the outer skin's cut off. Yeah, with no outer skins on a car, they're very flexible. You can push them around wherever you like, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.